Let's go! Legion! 1, 2, 3, go!
Hi, welcome to the Comic Con Community Podcast, and today, joining myself and Paul, we have director Martin Daniels and actors Corina, Jayne and Gary Cross. Welcome.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi guys, are we well tonight? Are we surviving the heat?
Yeah.
It's
That's
calmed
what
down a
we're
bit.
So we'll ask you, Gary, how did you get involved in Beyond Mamushi?
I received a text from that lady there.
Hello.
Yeah.
So it's all your fault, Corina.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
yeah. We worked together. Well, I think actually I received that text from Martin. I can't actually remember. It was Martin that kind of put me forward for this because we'd worked together. We'd worked together about 10 years ago, didn't we? It was about 10 years ago, was it?
Probably longer ago than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
it was longer ago than that.
And it was a film that never really got completed, did it? I can't even remember the name. What was the name of it again?
Never mind. It never got completed.
It was crap anyway.
Yeah.
So,
We'll call it never mind. We'll call it never mind.
Yeah. we actually got on all right. Do you know what I mean? We worked well together. Do you know what I mean? And I always remember Corina, from that. She was always and I actually knew your stepfather as well, really well as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, through that. Well, it's actually before. I think I knew him, Mike, before I knew yourself.
Yeah, that was the film before. There was one even before
right.
that
Yeah,
I'd actually met you on that set.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah. God, it's not long ago. And we got on well, and it was nice that Corina kind of remembered me. Yeah, so basically, Corina put me forward. Martin sends me a text. Do I want to do this film? I was like, who the hell is this guy? Obviously remembered Corina. Asked Martin to send me the script. Had a look at the script, and I thought I'll give it a go. But the script was totally different from when we first started, wasn't it? It changed significantly, but it was still when I first get the original script, and it was good, and I was quite happy to give it a bash. So, and I think I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for Corina. I wouldn't have done some, because I don't normally do sort of indie films like that now, but Corina kind of put me forward, so I felt obliged to do it, and I'm glad I did, because I like working with Corina. She's great, fantastic to work with. As is Martin.
You're welcome, Martin. You're welcome.
So, same question to you, Corina. How did you get involved before you roped Gary into it?
Well, I've known Martin for years. I can't remember how long. Years and years, plus 10 years, maybe close to 15 years. And I did some short films with him back in the day, ages ago, and we just stayed in touch from then. And we did some other short films. And I couldn't be in a couple sort of leading up to this one because I lived abroad for a little bit. And then when I got back, Martin basically said, I've written this, sent it to me, and I read it and thought, yeah, I think I can do that. And so that was that.
So Martin, you wrote it, Beyond Mamushi. Can you tell us a little bit about it, what it's about?
It's about a young couple that are completely different in their ways. They are opposing characters even early on. Probably people won't notice this when they're kind of in love at the beginning of the film, but I can notice it. The cracks are showing early, subliminally. So they move into their kind of dream place. Not sure if it's a dream place, and then things just start to go wrong. Yeah, like Kate, Corina's character's kind of psychological makeup kind of is tested by Chris, and it's kind of it's a brutal film, and it's a film that had to be made. It's not a film that I wanted to make, but it's a film that I had to make.
And where did the title come from?
Can't actually say, because it gives the film away. So it's like you need to watch the film. But a lot of reviewers have interpreted it and come up with their own versions, which is cool. But They're all wrong. So yeah, it's like a
So you,
Japanese snake.
so you just
Mamushi,
said that you
which
didn't
it
want to
means.
make it, but you had to make it. Why was that? Was the
Yeah, didn't want to make it, but I had to make it. Maybe through circumstances and things that friends that have gone through, things that are similar in the film. So yeah, that's why I had to make it.
So when Martin had wrote the script, Corina, what was your first thoughts when you saw the script? Was it, like you said, was it just something, not just because you knew Martin, was it something that you thought, I can get my teeth into this, this is for me, or?
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked it, but me and Martin had completely different visions about what it was. So
Yeah.
he'd written it one way, I read it and was like, oh, like, and then said all about it, like, oh, I think, is it this and it's that? And he's like, no. And I was like, what? But it's sort of kept that now with that. I think how I interpret it and how he interpreted it has become intertwined as it went on. There was like 16 versions of that script, and it did sort of cross over as it went along. And I think that's why
Yeah,
so many audience now as sort of having all different ideas about what they think is going on and what they think is real and what they think isn't real. And I kind
that's
of like
right.
how it's
Yeah,
turned out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. And like I said, I think it's very intense. And as I said to Martin, because he was kind enough to let me to watch it, that I was on the edge of my seat because it is very intense. And it was very, very rare for me to not actually pick up my phone, because when you're watching
everybody seems
something,
to have
even in
frozen.
Yeah.
football, I'll be watching the football, but you don't, you just sit there and watch it.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. Yeah, it was when we saw it on the big screen, it was like even more intense than it was when I'd seen it on a small screen. So I was like, wow, this is actually
Yeah,
pretty like powerful when it's in your face like that, like massive.
So like you said, it is intense, it is emotional. How did you get into that headspace?
Well, we had loads of rehearsals, which did help because then you can look back at the videos and be like, oh, that looks a bit naff, or that, it's not really the vibe we was going for, kind of thing. So we had loads of goes of that over a couple of months, wasn't it, Martin? A few months
it
we did
was.
that.
Maybe longer than that. Yeah, I think so. Went on for
Yeah.
went on for ages.
But when it was actually like on the day filming, it was tough, to be honest, to get into that headspace because it was a really tight schedule. And it was just like one after the other. And the good thing about that, there wasn't too much break in between scenes, but there was enough to sort of not be able to quite stay focused because people are talking to you and stuff. So I only really took myself away maybe 5-10 minutes before they were ready, like when I knew they were nearly ready, and just sort of, I don't know, put my headphones in and just didn't really speak to anyone, or one word answers, like tried not to really engage in conversation and just get ready for the scene.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, the rehearsals help for sure.
And same with you, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, I'm terrible when I get a script like that. I read it God knows how many times, and I try different things. But I think with this, as Corina was saying, we some really good rehearsals. Leading up to actually filming, which really helped. It was really good. And as I say, I read the script. I read it and read it and read it. It's like an illness almost until I've learned it. And I've done that with everything that I've ever done. I've just constantly in my head. And I think when I read it, first of all, I had an idea how I was going to do it, and I kind of stuck with that. And Martin kind of trusted me with that. So did Corina, and I just played that all the way through. From rehearsals going through to obviously we things changed, but I think when we started filming it, I think his character was there was no kind of in between nice, all right, nicey person. I think it was just nice, bad like that. Do you know what I mean? I think, and that's the kind of way that I kind of played it all the way through. There was no kind of middle with this character, Chris. He was just constantly bothering on psychopath, I think. Do you know what I mean? Or abuser, or whatever you want to call him. So yeah, that's the way I
So
Okay.
This question's for all three of you, but we'll start with Martin. About like, what did you have to do some research about this, Martin? Like you said, you had some people who'd gone through it. So was it just asking them questions? Was it just?
No. Yeah, it kind of dawned on me halfway through writing the script that was the case, you know. I just think the facts are because they always change, you know. You could write a
Yeah.
comedy, go downstairs, make a sandwich, come upstairs, and it's a psychological horror, and that's the way I work, you know. So it just changed, you know, changes like the weather. So for me, it just wrote a story, and it just kind of metamorphosized as I went through it and became this kind of monster. And that's the way it always works with me. But I didn't have that intent thinking I've got to make a stand against this subject. It wasn't that at all. No, it just
Right. Okay.
that was there subliminally, yeah. But it wasn't like, because as I always say to, you know, everybody, including you guys who have us on, and it's great. And it's a psychological supernatural horror film with that domestic abuse storyline interwoven inside it. You know, it's not the other way around. It's not a domestic
Yeah.
abuse film that's got horror. So, you know, first and foremost. So I always press that because people seem to, they do go for the other thing because of the storyline, and I understand that.
Yeah, it is a powerful story. It really is.
Yeah.
Same with you, Corina. Did you have to do any research? Did you look into anything, or was it just I'll just read the script and I know what I'm doing kind of thing? Or
Yeah, I think I could relate to the script and the character because, well, some of my own experience, I suppose, but also I've got a lot of people close to me that have gone through some kind of similar things. Like you could take all aspects from a lot of people, and I kind of just thought about each of those people and took took their feelings and how they felt about it, whatever they were going through, and just sort of created a person that I thought Kate would be based on their experiences and then based on what the script said.
same with you, Gary. Did you just go for the bastard look?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the bastard. That was it. You know,
It was easy for you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just turned
I
out.
think we've all known someone in our past who, or maybe even now, who is kind of like that. You know, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but you know, sometimes the people are the nicest people you're facing. You don't know what they're really like behind closed doors, and there's people that I've known that have been like that. Oh, yeah, right, look. Do you know what I mean? They've just been
Yeah.
they're nice and they just click. You know what I mean? Just like for absolutely no reason, just like go. And it's terrifying. And for me, that's the scariest person. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
think it's
agree.
the scariest person, the ones that can just go like that. You know, there's no in
Or like
between.
you said, everyday life outside, they could be the nicest pie in
And
front of everyone, and then behind closed doors, like you said,
totally
bang.
different.
Yeah.
And that's you know, and that's God, it's everywhere that, you know, and I've known people like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have. I
Same.
think we all have.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
kind of
We all know
modelled
a
it up on
Chris.
the basis of
Yeah. So, Karina, you know, it's like you said, it's very emotional. You had your headphones in to keep into it, but how was it leaving that character behind, like getting back to normal, or when after you'd filmed shooting, going home, leaving the character behind? Did you find that easy or tough?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, like at the end of the day, it was fine because it was kind of a relief being like, oh, I don't have to be like that for much longer. I think I was maybe just a bit quiet, but after some of the scenes, that was the only time really, because it's so tense and you're so in it for so long. I think it was like some of the scenes that aren't even in the film. Still pissed off about that, Martin. Like it was so intense that afterwards, like I think I've obviously released everything that I felt and just was like, but it was only for like a minute, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine.
Did you
But
do lots
otherwise,
of crying?
yeah, the ones that you don't see, whilst wrinkling my face for no reason because now it's not even in the film.
So did you have a lot of stuff, Martin, that you didn't show? Was the film longer?
We're doing a DVD in October, so if
Extended
maybe
version.
it could put it on there, yeah, like the director's cut or something. Karina's cut, like she could do the cut she wanted. But
Yeah. No, it made sense not to have it. It was too
yeah,
repetitive, wasn't it? Otherwise,
yeah. I mean, I wish I could tell both of you what it is, but can't really because it will spoil it for people. But
No, I know.
it's just yeah, the right decisions were made. But I suppose that happens with every film, doesn't it? You know, you kind of trim it down, and that's what happens. Yeah.
So when Corina brought Gary in, what did you think of Gary? Was it who you thought you had as the cast, or did you go
Why is she
what?
laughing?
Or did you go
Why is she
what way?
I'll,
I know
laughing?
I'll
she's.
go out the room. Okay.
Why is she
Or was
laughing?
it? Or was it? Yeah. Or was it? What's Corina done to me? What's Corina done to me?
so how was he described in the script? That made me laugh.
He
Did he have long blonde hair?
Yeah,
well, I could have done like a League of Gentlemen creme brulee or something and put a long wig on him or something like I don't know. No, he fitted, yeah, perfectly, and yeah, he just fit the character. It's weird when you write things and things come together, and I just think that kind of coincidence is great. You know, I've kind of been lucky to choose great people for every single film, especially over the last 8 years when we've been working with professional sound. Before then, it wasn't professional sound. So since then, been really lucky and grateful when Gary really fit the character so well. There's no one else who can play it. And the same with Karina's character. No one else can play that character but those guys, you know. No matter who they are, don't care who they are, but these two people completely nailed those two characters.
Did you actually write the script with Corina in mind as Kate, or was it just the script first and then Corina can play Kate?
Yeah, because Corina was kind of almost in Lizzie Head, the previous film, but not quite because it was cast. And I wrote Lizzie Head around Charlotte, the main character, and the same with Corina with the Kate character with this. I wrote it around Corina, and the Gary character was just by chance, but sorry, the Chris character was just by chance. But when Gary come on board, I could kind of work the character around him because you always have to have a face to work dialogue to, even if you've not met them before. There's something about someone's eyes or looking at them and thinking, okay, I can work this. I think Stanley Kubrick used to do all that shit as well, but it worked. It worked, you know.
So Gary, when you was actually filming Chris and you got into the character and you knew the character, did you want to change anything? Did you ask Martin to do anything differently or add anything?
Not really. I mean, my my biggest concern, and I talked to Corina about this, was I felt as though I was too old to play her part. I mean, that was my main kind of beef, and it was, and that was something that kind of bothered me.
Did you not miss Martin's introduction? He said he got two young characters.
That's what I'm going back to you. And you know what? A lot of the crit that we've had, that's what they've said. A young couple moves in, and I'm like, what the hell have they been watching? You know, they've been watching the right film. You know what I mean? So that was a wee thing that kind of worried me. You know what I mean? And Corina kind of saw, no, she kind of put my mind at ease, and as did Matt. But maybe if I could have changed something, if Martin could have got prosthetics to make me look younger, that would have been good. But there was no budget for that. Do you know what I mean? But no, nothing really. No, I don't think so. If there was anything major that would have changed, I don't think. You know, as I said, once I read that script and once I knew my character, there was really nothing I could change except for if Martin wanted me to change it. You know, if Martin wanted me to change it, and same with Karina as well. She did input as well. I kind of knew where it was going. I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew that I was quite comfortable in that role.
And same with you, Corina. Did you want to change anything about Kate, or was you just happy with the script?
I mean,
I can't.
I mean, me and mine had a lot of calls and a lot of changes were made, but like as together, we changed them together, like just ideas back and forth. Like actually, maybe it should be this, or maybe it should be that, or maybe we should say this, and it just one of the scenes got switched around. So the bit just before the cake scene, when she's in her dress, that was actually a different way round originally, and then we swapped it so that it was. I can't really say what it is I'm saying, but that was the complete opposite. If you remember, Martin, it was going to be me being maybe the more, I don't know, I can't say it, but like, yeah, but it was gonna, it was gonna be the opposite way around. But yeah, and even that the bedroom pill scene, as I like to call it, that changed a bit as well from the original one. That was
definitely
that it was like already horrible to read, and then Martin had changed some bits in it, and then it was like really horrible.
I think we made that. I think we made that scene. I think we made that scene our own, Corina. I think that's my favourite.
Yeah.
So, what do you want audiences to take away from this?
Ooh.
Gary, what would you like the audiences to take away?
That's a difficult one, that. God. I don't know. Emotionally, I don't think I wanted to take out anything away because it's quite a hard bit.
It is.
Yeah. It'd be a bit unfair to put that on them. Maybe look, this was an indie film, and I think it's really well made indie film. And I hope people take away that the budget wasn't fantastic, but the talent was good behind the camera and the front of the camera. So I like people to take that away. Do you know what I mean? It was the whole thing was done really well from beginning to end, from rehearsal, from day one rehearsal. When people watch it, I would like them to take that away first and foremost. Obviously, I want to take away the storyline. It's a hard-hitting storyline. It's quite a very emotional journey. So yeah, basically that. I mean, that's all I can really say about it. It's a good way.
Same with you, Corina.
Well, I kind of agree with Gary. Yeah, I mean, that, and I suppose, I mean, obviously there's two different things going on in the film. With the mental health thing, and also the abuse, and also the horror element of it. Three things, that is. But I guess, I don't know, everything Gary said, yes, because we only had was it $9,000? Was it $9,000, Martin? Oh, he's dead.
12.
You're on mute.
12 grand.
I can read his lips. 12.
12 grand.
Anything to do with money, I can read. Do you know what I mean? And
he spent all that right at the end. All the rest of it was trash, So it would be nice for that to be considered, that this is like, we put so much more into it because it's not like some Hollywood big blockbuster. It's like, as lovely as that would be, I think we couldn't rely on money and budget and all the rest of it, singing, dancing all around us. We had to rely on us. There's very small cast, very small crew, and everyone just had to pull together to put this together. So yeah, that's a good thing for people to realize that.
Yeah, people really put their heart and soul into this. We went down, me and Corina and Matt, we went down there and rehearsed for. I can't remember how many days, but we were stuck in a horrible little room. When the sun was shining outside, and we were in this room, and that room, for me, helped shape my character, because we were in a really horrible, claustrophobic, cold, damp room with hardly any lighting in it. You know what I mean? And it just was not.
There was no window.
It was no window, and you didn't know if it was night or day outside. And that room, when I first got into that room, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? But that room really, it really shaped the film. It really didn't it? It really, the atmosphere in that room.
It was horrible.
How claustrophobic it was really shaped the film. And that film, the film that was you can feel you can feel how claustrophobic that film is. You know how tight everything is, how close everything is, that claustrophobic atmosphere, and that from that rehearsal room transferred into the actual the house that we were filming in. Even when we were shooting outside, when Corina was shooting out with the kite, that was still really claustrophobic. The whole thing was claustrophobic, and the sky was low and the light was low. It was brilliant. The whole thing was, I mean, for me, that really transferred over.
And people who've watched it even said, I was going to say, people who've watched it also said it's like, it feels like you're in the room with us.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they're just sitting there, like feeling it as well, feeling as uncomfortable, like, guys, like you want to intervene or something. But it's, I mean, I obviously, like what Gary said, I don't want people to feel that way, but I'm glad that people feel that way, because the idea is for it to be uncomfortable, and like it's showing people things that happen behind closed doors that they don't want to see, they don't want to think about. And it's a type of, I'm just going back to the abuse side of things as well. It's not an obvious one. Some people are in that kind of situation for such a long time before they realize what's even happening, because it's not like physical abuse, if you like. It's harder to recognize, and can be like, it can keep you in it for longer potentially, because it's not as obvious.
And same with you, Martin. You said people will have their own interpretations, but what do you want the audience to take away from?
It's difficult, because everybody takes away so many different things. When we did a screening in February, 2 people come up to me afterwards who work in domestic abuse sector and said I handled it really well, and it's amazing, people can, see that in the film, but I don't know. It's everybody takes away different things, there isn't one single thing, I'd come up with and say, there's so many things really.
And when you saw it on the premiere, like you said, the big screen, was you all happy with your work? Was you all pleased with what you did?
Yeah.
I'll need to watch it again.
We're going to
not
soon.
too judgmental on my performance. I'm always like that, so I'll need to watch it again. Do you know what I mean? I'm always I hate the sound of my voice and all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I hate the sound of your voice too.
So, what's next for you all? Gary, have you got anything planned coming up?
Yes.
Or have you...
I've got Panto.
You got Panto?
No, I'm away. I'm going to Bristol to do Panto for a couple of months. So that's the next thing. I mean, I've had that for a while now, but nothing really in between that, at the moment. So.
And same for you, Corina?
Yeah, I actually have something now. Yeah. I auditioned just a couple of weeks ago for a play called Gaslight. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but
I've
it's
heard of that. Yes, I have.
Where the term gaslight actually comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
going
to be cool and terrifying. I've got the script and I've got so many lines that I am literally shat myself, because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be in Henley. I'll tell you more about it if I think I'm doing all right, and you can come see it. But otherwise, at the minute,
what theatre?
Huh?
What theatre?
Theatre.
Yeah.
It's in the Kenton Theatre.
Kenton.
Like Kenton. Yeah.
It's like that other film, Nevermind. You can't say anything,
that Nevermind film. Yeah, but I don't need to see that.
So how long's the run for? How long's that for?
It'll be a week. But tell you what, it's really similar in a way. There's so many aspects of this film, and then I read this one. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm just like the same person, but slightly different.
Alfred Hitchcock? No. Gaslight.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because it was what was that actor called that played it? It was oh my God, what's his name? Famous.
Oh.
There's a famous English actress. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Audrey Hepburn or something.
Oh,
I don't know. This is probably an adaptation, I guess.
So you're playing obviously the female character and the female main lead in it.
Yeah, which is why I feel sick.
And she's the one that's getting gaslit. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So her husband's like making her feel like she's mental.
Yeah. I'm sure that's how Hitchcock that made the film.
No acting required.
No.
And what about you, Martin? You look like you're getting ready to write another book.
Me? Fuck that. I'm having some time off. Joking. What'd you take me for? I'm not a workaholic. Yeah, there is another film. It's going to be a long while off, but the nightmare starts again. Unfortunately, Well, unfortunately, it's good. But I'm meeting actually Nikolai, who I work with on all these films. I'm meeting him on Sunday for lunch to discuss about the next film, funnily enough, and to discuss, because we're doing like a video, like a interview for the DVD extras at his place, with myself and Corina and Gary and some of the other cast. So we're discussing the date for that, and so there's stuff like that. The next film, there is a title. The film's got a title. The only person who's heard the title is Nikolai so far, and he loves it, and he's got all sorts of ideas already, but it's not his film. So but it is a horror film. It is a crime horror film, but it's really extreme. Yeah, it's really full on, and it's faster than this film. That's all I can kind of say. It's not a slow burner. But yeah, the money worries are going to start again. So I better up the blood pressure pills, really.
So how long did it take you to write Beyond Mamushi?
Quite a while, probably about a couple of years, maybe, on and off, working on it. And Corina was a massive help, because when she came on board, she really kind of took apart parts and wanted to do, write other little bits in there, and it's amazing, so I'd really like to co-write the next one with Corina. And I'm not that kind of writer who's kind of elitist, someone's got a good idea, it goes in. And she had just some great ideas. It's as simple as that. So it did take a while. So the new film's only got notes. So trying to put all them notes together is the fun part. And then the money and the locations is the shitty part. So that's the only thing I'm not looking forward to, is that. But we'll just see, it's but it's a long way off, maybe 2028, 2029. So in order to get a budget that large, it takes a lot of saving and a lot of negotiation with maybe some banks or something, the bank loan, just to get this. But it could be my last film. It looks like it will be, to be honest with you, in the final film, because the way my life's going, just can't do them. I haven't got the money, I haven't got the time, and I've got elderly parents I have to look after. So, it's going to be impossible after the next 3 or 4 years to do a film again. And it's sad, but unless I've got money, unless someone invests, then it's in the past, But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it,
Well, Corina, we've got that on film recorded, that you said you were great.
Both Gary and Corina are two of the greatest people at the end of the day, and they're phenomenal actors. They're phenomenal artists, They're fucking brilliant people, and they are brilliant on set, and it's as simple as that. To work with them's a joy, but to know them's a joy. So that's a really important thing to say. Not just to work with people, but to have people in your life that and respect is it's a big thing. Yeah,
it's hard to come by. Yeah, it is hard to come by.
It's a big thing. It's a big deal. And I've known Corina 16 years, and known Gary obviously since the filming, and just amazing. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was saying about you. When you weren't here, you'd gone off.
I believe that.
Similar words. Similar words.
I know Corina so well that I believe the antithesis of what she just said. All right,
so. We might have to rewind that and look for that file.
Corina, you could definitely.
Yeah, all right, I'll see that. You could dub that in with AI, maybe. Or
Will'll have to do his magic, I think.
Martin, before you go, hold on, Martin. We just never meant with Corina. I think you're wrong about as well. Honestly. No, honestly, you
my God.
Yeah, we love you, Martin, really.
I love all of you. I love what.
What you
These two guys,
what,
seriously, that's it. Forget it.
no, what you
Great
achieved in
people.
this film was wonderful. Honestly, you were great to work with. Honestly, the whole cast and
Thank
crew
you.
were absolutely brilliant. You picked a really good crew, cast and crew. Everybody was brilliant. There was a good atmosphere on set, except for in that little dark room where we
Yeah.
That's what 12 grand gets you, mate. That's what 12 grand gets you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. It's
if you want the Hilton, Gary, you're gonna have to pay up, mate. You're gonna have to give him some cash.
I tell you what, see if I make a film, I'm renting that room out.
No, that was the first thing after watching it. The first thing I did was message Martin straight away and said how wonderful you guys were. You were you was absolutely fantastic.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
And the film was
Thank
great. I recommend everybody to go and watch it. Is it out, Martin? Can people go and watch it now? Or
It's going to be like a second screening on 19th of September at the Luminaire in Romford, where we did the previous one, and it's going to be on DVD hopefully in October, just to keep its head above water before it goes to streaming, which is next year, which would possibly, I would have thought it'd be on Prime, because the last few films I've done have been. So this certainly needs to be on Prime, most definitely. But I can't put it on streaming now because it will get disqualified from many festivals, and I prefer the festivals, to be honest with you, and then streaming after.
is there anywhere people can find you to find out when it's out on DVD, like a date or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a Beyond Mamushi Instagram, and there's a TikTok, and that's people can look.
And how
on
do
there,
people
maybe.
find that? Is it just Beyond Mamushi?
Beyond Mamushi Film, and Beyond Mamushi is on Instagram, and the TikTok is Beyond Mamushi Film 1, I think it is, yeah. So we've only just done that. Because I'm a dinosaur, obviously, take ages to do these things.
Corina had to say bye-bye. She had to go. She's got to get to see her kids.
No worries, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm sure Will find all the links and post all the links for people to click.
Appreciated, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
And we'll get the word out.
Thanks to both you guys for having us on.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you very much.
One of the
Thanks a
best I've
lot.
done. Cheers,
See you.
mate.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.